So I don't sit there and depict someone's greatness and just look for only flaws. I'll see you in about 40 to 72 hours, and it's not gonna be pretty. You're gonna have to do another video.
40 to 72 hours.
Those 15 minutes that you put up there, sir, pointing out a game 4 and a game this, and I said he was a great, even here, he was a great passer and he made layups great. Like, not a great player, a great layup guy and a great passer. That's the problem right there. You point to what you want to talk about.
Gilbert Arenas exposes Skip Bayless. Check out what he had to say, and then I'll come back with my comments.
So back when LeBron surpassed the 50,000 point mark, Gil said that media types like Skip Bayless haven't opened their eyes to what Bron has been doing this whole time. Skip decided to respond to Gil and issue a challenge on his podcast. And I may mention his podcast also on YouTube like ours. While our podcast does very, very good numbers, his little struggle mode, so might be bad to you, Gil. But let's take a look at the clip.
After LeBron passed 50,000 points, I posted a video applauding LeBron for his astonishing longevity. Gilbert responded on his show by saying, if I just opened my eyes, I would have seen LeBron's greatness from day one. I am here to tell you, I have never been anything but fair and honest in my assessment of LeBron James. From day one, he was the best passer in basketball. From the start, I said he was the greatest driver of the basketball I had ever seen, yet from the very start in late and close situations. LeBron almost always opted to pull up and attempt deep threes instead of just attacking the basket, what he did greater than anybody. He feared the late game free throw line. I'm not making this up, Gilbert. I do my homework. I actually watch the games. I actually love watching the games. I'm addicted. I know you got a lot going on. Maybe it just slipped your mind. But whatever, I would still love to share the air with you, go back and forth on all of the above. Let's do it. How about next week? Let me know, man.
Let me know, man.
You should know by now, Skip, he's going to give LeBron a lot of backhand compliments, and that's his niche. That's his whole shtick. Let me go ahead and, talk about LeBron in a somewhat positive way at times, but at the same time, it's going to be a backhand compliment. So that's how he rose to fame in the 2000s after LeBron entered the league, and he noticed, those talks are starting to ramp up. I'm getting a lot of viewership. The shows will spike if I talk about LeBron James. So, yeah, he may mean it to a certain degree, but again, it's all media fluff just to kind of get the viewership going. And not saying that he's completely wrong about LeBron or right about LeBron, but, he's just doing what he got to do to create those media headlines.
So,
let me know, man.
John Edward Bayless II,
that was a nice invite.
Skip, looking like a member of Heaven's Gate. You can Google that, people, for those who don't remember.
Good luck.
Looking like Skeletor, and Gil, you have the cosmic key. Gil, what is your response to Skip Bayless?
He costs more than the 150. He's trying to cheat you.
I'm sorry, Skip.
1.5.
I'm sorry, Skip. I think, I guess you don't know me.
Again, I don't think Gilbert Arenas is going to go on Skip Bayless' podcast, and I don't think he's going to be welcome on the Gil's Arena podcast. I think it's just going to be a lot of shots being thrown. But if you're Gil, you know what? If you were able to go on Kwame Brown's podcast and Kwame was able to kind of do content with you on live streams, why not get Skip Bayless on the show?
When I first heard you were actually wanting to debate, I needed to know what you were going to debate about, right? And because I know who you are, I know your debating style, I knew that was a trap. So, but I know you're impulsive, which means if I ignore you, you were going to do exactly what you did and give me your hand. Now, those 15 minutes that you put up there, I've done dissected that for the last 17 to 18 hours.
Good, not slept.
Right? So, yeah, I haven't slept. One, you can't use a teleprompter against me, right? I can spot from a mile away. That's one. Two.
Statistician Gil coming soon. Looks like Gil is in his bag, research bag, and looks like he got some information that could kind of, sway whatever argument that he's going to have towards Skip Bayless. So it's going to be interesting to see which angle Gil takes.
Is when you want to talk facts against someone like me, you use all the facts, not what you want to pinpoint, right? So when you want to pinpoint something to make a point, that is hard to do when we talk about all of basketball. I will respond soon, and I'm gonna tell you it's not gonna be pretty. No, I'm gonna be gentle. But it's gonna be, yeah. You in my world now.
Skip getting out that bad.
But yeah, but you shouldn't have played your hand like.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's just going to be a back and forth. I don't think Gil's going to go on his podcast, but it would have been good to see them two collab. Not saying you got to do content every week. Just a one-time thing, a quick one-off. You go ahead and talk about LeBron being the GOAT, and Skip will talk about Jordan being the GOAT and other type of arguments or debates that can be had. But I'm interested to see exactly where Gil is going to go with this. He said he hasn't slept in almost a day. So what type of research did Gil pull up?
You should have tried to get me on a show or came on a show, and I don't know what you're going to talk about, so I'm not prepared. I've researched everything from 1977, and I know you don't remember, like Prince. We can't Google print now, but I found print. And I noticed your style before 2004.
Get him.
And it don't sound the same as today. You proved my point at the beginning of the video. When you said, what is there bad to say about LeBron James? I mean, Michael Jordan, he was perfect.
Is that how he did it, Gil? That was a voice?
I mean, how he looked for Michael Jordan, when he said Michael Jordan's name, the joy he has is exactly what I was saying. You don't love the game, you love a player.
Yeah, I think that's obvious. A lot of people love specific players. You can even see it now with Shannon Sharp. He's pro LeBron. You're going to pick whoever the star is at the moment or the generation, and you're going to attach yourself to him. So what Skip Bayless is doing, he's going to attach himself to the legacy act of Michael Jordan. You can basically say, push the NBA forward in the 80s and 90s, and you're going to have a lot of people in this generation gravitate toward LeBron James. Some going to gravitate to Kobe, but for the most part, you know, I'm LeBron, you're Jordan, and that's where all the debates are coming in. So again, I don't see anything wrong with Skip, you know, being pro Jordan, being a main player, but he may know a lot about basketball, been covering the sport for about 40, 50 years now. But I see where Gil is trying to go with this, though. Very clever.
That's the difference between me and you. I don't think you know I have Michael Jordan as number one, but I love the game so much that you think I have LeBron James as the GOAT. No, I have Michael Jordan as the GOAT. My favorite player is Kobe. I just respect greatness across the board.
Well, that's interesting because you're known to be that pro LeBron guy, or maybe it's just all an act, similar to how Skip Bayless is with Jordan and going at LeBron. It could just all be an act. I'm going to get viewership. People are going to come watching the video. So it's all a maneuver to build an audience at the end of the day. Skip is going to be Jordan and you're going to be LeBron. Even though you're saying that Jordan's your favorite player or number one and Kobe's your favorite, still it's all an angle to get more views.
So I don't sit there and depict someone's greatness and just look for only flaws. I'll see you in about 40 to 72 hours, and it's not going to be pretty. You're going to have to do another video.
40 to 72 hours.
Those 15 minutes that you put up there, sir, pointing out a game 4 and a game this, and I said he was a great, even here, he was a great passer and he made layups great. Like, not a great player, a great layup guy and a great passer. That's the problem right there. You point to what you want to talk about.
How was he covering LeBron when he first entered the league in 2003, 2004, and why his energy changed years later after that? So I can see Gil maybe pointing out character flaws with Skip, but the main debate is going to be who's better, LeBron or Jordan. If you're pro Jordan, you're going to be like he's 6-0 in the finals, never lost. And if you're going against LeBron as far as the debate, you know, you're going to talk about the Dallas Mavericks series where J.J. Barea bodied him up. LeBron James possibly had the worst collapse from an NBA superstar, a legend in NBA history in the finals. The reason why the Heat lost that series was because LeBron wasn't himself in those fourth quarters. So again, you got a lot you can say about LeBron collapsing in the playoffs. And with Jordan, he doesn't have those moments. He may have had some bad games, but you can't really point them out like a pinpoint, like Jordan played this way or that way. At the end of the day, they still won the game and he was able to make plays. So it's going to be tough if you're just going Jordan versus LeBron, if you're having that debate. But if you're having an overall NBA debate, maybe, you know, Gil can have some points, but it's going to be tough to defend LeBron James.
No. We don't need
no smoke for Skip.
No. This is going to be a nice, gentle cut up.
Nice, gent. Okay.
I would have thought you was a champion the way you was talking.
Oh no! No!
All right, that was good. All right, that was good, bro.
I told you I didn't say I got from 1977 when he was with the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, I got interview on top of interview that he has done.
He called you Gilbert.
Skip's in
He
trouble.
called you Gilbert.
He called you Gilbert.
Yeah, he kind of sounded like he was 150.
That R was very hard on Gilbert.
You were 150.
That R was very.
man.
You really hit the R on Gilbert.
Put some respect on Skip's name.
Not gonna bring him on the show?
Dinner. After that dinner, I'm on that.
We're not gonna bring him on the show?
He said he want a bunch of mayonnaise if he comes on. I don't know if we can.
Man,
Hey, what's up with all these wearing
Mayonnaise-
black? Why all
mayonnaise
of them
is
wear black?
disgusting.
Got
So-
black turtleneck?
Gil, serious question. Do you feel like Skip is baiting you right now?
For sure.
Baiting me?
Yeah.
No. He was baiting me before.
And what level of baiting would you say that was? Was he a novice baiter?
No. I can't
was
say
not- that's
like
it.
what I'm saying is because I've actually studied him. I studied what made him great, what makes him great, right? I have to respect like how these guys got famous and what they put into this game. Like no negative, no positive. Just it's 20-something years. He's done built Stephen A. Smith. He done built Shannon. Like he's built what his empire is.
So it sounds like it's just going to be a character type debate. If he's talking about stuff that happened in the 70s with Skip, looking at his interviews, so this may be bigger than LeBron versus Jordan. I think it's going to be, huge collages of videos of Skip, I guess, doing those interviews like he said, stuff that he said about players, stuff that he said about Jordan. So I don't know, man. This seems like it's going to go either way as far as the overall debate, but it will be good to see them have a LeBron versus Jordan debate, knowing that Gil is pro LeBron, even though he can say Jordan's the greatest player ever and Kobe's his favorite. We all know, you're going to stand by LeBron. It's 2025. This is where we're at in media. Who's going to be the superstar player that you attach yourself to?
Takes dedication. It takes skill. So I wanted to know how he got great, right? I wanted to know, like, he wakes up at 2 every morning, works out, does his what's her name. I know even when he gets to his job, he doesn't talk to the other cast members, so they don't talk. He don't want to talk to you before. He don't want to do this with you, the feedback. He wants to just everybody do their own studying, and then we go out there and let's go to war.
Yeah, Skip, he take this like a real basketball game. When he was with FS1 and Undisputed with Shannon said, he didn't really talk to him. He was in his dressing room. Shannon was in his room, and when they got onto the show, they dapped each other up and started their debate. I guess same with Stephen A. Smith on First Take. So again, he takes it serious and he did build up a lot of careers. Shannon, he was doing his thing on CBS before covering football, but he was able to get to the next level when he joined Undisputed and Fox with Skip Bayless. And you seen what Skip did with Stephen A. Smith. So Skip, he's been known to help a lot of careers, made a lot of money, and, built some legacy acts on ESPN. So shout out to the legend, Skip Bayless.
To see who's the smarter. I know everything about him, which means this one was serious for me, so I didn't need to sleep. Now he's in my world.
Up all night about
And
Skip.
I'm pretty sure if he still wants to come on after, then hey, good luck.
Okay, so it looks like the invitation is still there, but I guess Gil got to get some stuff off as far as all the content on Skip Bayless. So it looks like he gonna flood him with a lot of, old videos and research on Skip. And then the invitation's still there if Skip really wants to, go on Gil's arena after this. So we'll see what happens moving forward with Gil versus Skip Bayless.